Why is the Connect system offline?
Oh my God.
The Reemployment Assistance website is
Bro, this
currently taking
again?
and processing claims.
I called like 7 times!
So that you and other Floridians receive payment
Ah.
as quickly as possible. You can visit
I
our
want to talk to
website
customer
for an
service, bro!
application at
What the
floridajobs.org/RA-application.
Hey, they wanna put me on hold. They ain't answering man, it's getting no. I need my money, where the is that? I ain't working, so I gotta sign. I need a stimulus check 2 more times. I need money for rent, cause you know I'm behind. I need money on.
Yo. Oh, snap. It's loud in here today. What's going on, guys? We're back here with another episode of Unemployment Woes. Today I have a special guest, very close to my heart, good friend, best friend, Michelle, a.k.a. DJ Prana. But I bring her in here. I'll tell you a little bit about her. She is one of the most exotic female DJs right now in South Florida, master of your parties. Though we did have a little bit of setback for you this year. So let's see what we got. Let's bring her on.
Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I'm DJ Prana, and I'm here with Amit Knightley, DJ Knightley, the latest of the Knightleys. I am so happy to be here with you guys. I'm really excited for what's to come. Obviously, you know, COVID has been really tough on everyone that we know, our friends, family, DJs, you know, unemployment woes.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for all the opportunities that are coming right now, being here right now. I know Amit has been talking about what's happening tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll get into that in a little bit. I guess let's break down first of all, just what we were talking about this morning. I claimed my weeks on Tuesday, and normally it's a day goes over, and right now we're on state benefits, you'll get it. And I actually didn't get a deposit this time. Mm-hmm. I was shocked. I was like, did they forget about me? Yeah, so it starts back with that. I know a lot of people are still struggling with back pay. Michelle, I think you got yours already, right?
Yeah, I mean, so in the beginning of COVID, you know, I actually got COVID. I was DJing in Fort Lauderdale for spring break. I had a blast. It was great. It was, you know, the best I was doing in ever. So I was really excited. Everything was going well. People were having a great time. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's a huge pandemic, never seen before. I got sick. I got sick, and then my immune system just was super down, and then I got COVID. And I was sick for 2 months. After 3 months, in total, I finally got 100% better. I spent 2 months after that. I just was trying to, you know, recuperate and not force myself like the doctors were saying. And then I got laryngitis.
Oh,
so
God.
then I was sick for another 2 months. So, you know, it was just attacking me. And this whole time I was I'm not going to let this get me down. You know, I'm going to be DJing. I'm going to wait for everything to open back up. I was starting to do I was using Ableton and Logic and trying to see
Just
okay,
produce on the side like everybody else.
I could just
do
exactly.
something.
I could go into that and, you know, try something out. I got an electric guitar.
When you said during the time of COVID, what kind of symptoms were you saying? You said you had your throat was feeling like sandpaper.
Yeah, so in the beginning when I first got sick, I just felt you know, that little cough, an itch that you have in your throat. And I was oh, you know, it's probably nothing. It's probably just a little cold or something. But little by little, it just got worse. And then I started noticing wait a minute.
And now even didn't you tell me even the test I didn't even want to test you?
Yeah, no, for the first literally 1 month and a half that I was sick, I kept calling every single day to different centers, hospitals, everything, just asking hey, you know, I literally am forcing myself to speak with you right now. Can I please come in to take a test? And everybody said to me oh, are you 65 and up? No. Have you left the country recently? No. So then, you can't get tested. Is your fever like, like you're about to die? I'm like, well, if it is that, then I wouldn't be going to get tested. I'd be going to the hospital. So it was really tough. I finally got tested. I can't remember when it was actually, but when I got tested, I was lucky enough to find a place that had just started testing. Like they weren't even testing at that time. They were about to start. And so I was like first in line. And that was like I was so lucky to be able to do that. And it took like hours to go through the drive-through like testing.
What?
It was so
Was
bad.
it an immediate result? Or you had to wait a few days.
No, I had to wait. I waited, I think, like
That
a
wasn't
week.
when the rapid test came out yet.
No, that hadn't happened
Yeah.
yet. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then let's talk about when you got on unemployment. 'Cause you told me it came to the
Yeah.
point where like, because you also had your own place, you had the everything, and that like just like us, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
But when you say you got on unemployment, how was the struggle with that?
Well, in the beginning, I was under this mindset where like, yes, I have it bad, but other people have it worse. There's people that are suffering more. I still have my own place. Like, I can make it through. I have my family support, close friend support. Like, I got this. Even though I was going through all these obstacles, I was like, I can deal with this. Like, the people out there are like dying. They're like on the street, like these people really need the help. So in my mind, it was like, I shouldn't apply for unemployment at first, like I should just, hold it and like just wait and see what happens. But then after a while, COVID kept getting worse. I kept getting worse. I was really struggling. Like I thought I could die any day, literally. I was really scared. I mean, I was like writing letters to like my family. Like, and I didn't want to post about it like on social media because
Yeah.
at the time, like,
Everybody was going, oh my god, like everybody was let's like stay away from me. Just
yeah,
like,
people were
understand.
like judging you for having COVID, but like me, like I wasn't even walking outside my apartment door. Like my door was closed and it stayed closed. I didn't even go to the car. Like that's how I was being protective of myself and everyone around me, even if I don't know you.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of the whole point wearing the mask. Like even though
yeah.
you may not have it, I can have it.
Yeah.
And, that's where the mask comes in. And now
Exactly.
the whole thing with the mask, yeah, I mean it does breed back in, but for the short moment that we do need it, that's our keeper right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, the whole point is not to spread the virus, and that's how we contain it. Contain it with ourselves.
Right.
And there's different, like what do you want to tell us some different ways that you like maybe dealt with it, like things that you did, like
Oof.
like maybe medicine, something, anything.
I tried everything. I was literally like, back in March when I got it, like in the middle of March, I ended up just going on social media, Instagram, Facebook, looking up #COVID. And like I found tons of people around the world because like at the time I didn't know anyone who had COVID. I didn't know if it was a real thing.
You didn't even know if you had it.
So and I didn't know I had it until I had it. And so I like looked up #COVID and I found people all over the world. Literally, I'm messaging people from England, from like freaking Ireland, from sorry, from everywhere. And so I don't know these people, and I just sent out like a mass text message or social media message saying, hey, I see that you have COVID. I'm living here. I just wanted to know like what are you doing to help you right now? I could use all the help I can get. And so luckily some people messaged me back and they told me like, oh, I'm using, this herbal remedy and I'm, doing this. There was this weird thing, this video that kind of went a little bit viral, like, and so it was a blow dryer and use this blow dryer and blow it in your face. Did you see that?
I heard that. Didn't the president say something about that too?
He might have said, he said a lot of stuff.
So put a blow dryer in your face because they say the heat kills it.
Yeah.
Like a lot. So something with me, like I've been using, like because I've been on the go right now, and I'm back in the field, like or at least trying to be as much as I can, and the colloidal silver, like the chemical
Yes,
solution I told you
yes.
about, like it helps because it's a protectant and a
Right.
disinfectant, so at least it'll protect you, as much as like I just spray it everywhere
Yeah.
when I'm going out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's like the only thing that I really know. And I'm pretty sure you were hydrated a lot and stuff, right?
I was drinking, I had to do Instacart because I didn't want to go to the grocery store, so I did Instacart. These people would baggage my stuff and then at the grocery store and just like bring it over, delivery all day, every day. And so it was great because I'd just wait for them to leave. I'd come out, grab my stuff, and I had like 3 packs of like 24 packs of water, and I had like 2 packs of different flavored Gatorade, and I was just trying to, I got the emergency. Oh, that was hard to find during that time.
A thermometer alone.
I didn't even
yeah.
have a thermometer.
Yeah, you can even test for a fever.
Yeah, and so when they were like, oh, is your fever this much so you can get tested? I was like, I don't have a thermometer. Like, I can't get it. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I had a tough time too until like more towards the summer.
Yeah, it was so difficult. It was a very hard time, but I tried so many things. I don't even know if any of them worked, but I felt like they did, and I wanted to believe that they did because, positive affirmations. But at the end of the day, it's something that you have to fight through and try to, keep yourself as healthy as you can during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I drank Emergency every day. I had a friend who was a nurse, and he told me, like, take zinc and
Zinc is good.
and elderberry.
Elderberry.
So
That's another one.
I found these lozenges. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but
Yeah.
they sell them like at Publix. You can get them like anywhere, and they are zinc and elderberry, and you just like literally, I kid you not, that was the only thing that helped me soothe my throat from the cough. It was a terrible cough.
You said it was burning sandpaper-ish cough, right?
It was like sandpaper. It was really, really bad. I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak to anyone for like 3 months because if I did, the cough would get worse, and then my whole body would hurt. I had like the aches, the pains, the throat was like sandpaper. I got headaches sometimes. I
God.
did feel like I had a fever like 1 or 2 days, like the whole day, but other than that, it wasn't a consistent thing, thank God. Yeah, it's just like I couldn't even reach over to get a glass of water without it hurting, like really bad.
God.
Yeah.
All right, now let me ask you this: when you got unemployment, were you still battling COVID or just coming off of it?
So I went through COVID. It was a really hard time. Towards the end of when I had COVID,
It's like when you were like, okay, I'm ready to get back out there, let's do this, and then you were seeing like, okay, wait, what happened? Like the world shut down, this, that.
Yeah.
You know?
I had a crazy experience too because I had a really crazy neighbor living under me, and she just tried to make my life miserable. It was really hard because I'm sick, I can't speak, I can't move, and now I have someone who's like hitting brooms up on the ceiling, which is my floor, and I can't sleep. And just like calling the cops at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. for no reason because I can't even talk. So obviously I'm not making any noise, right? And so she said like, oh, they're drilling and playing the drums. I'm like, I wish I owned a set of drums. I wish I could play the drums. And I told the cops, come in. You want to see? I wish I had drums, And then, obviously when that was like before COVID.
I feel like people just like hear things these days.
Yeah, exactly. So we learned that the hard way.
Don't worry. Like I said, when my book is done, like everybody's just laugh at things that I went through. Like I said, like I had my neighbor across the street like lose her mind, just basically walk into my house and just sit on my couch.
Yeah, that's
like,
very strange. Very, very. I don't know what I would do at that point. But yeah, no, she was crazy. She added so much to what I was already going through. It was really terrible. But then, so she started doing that before COVID. She was doing that ever since I moved in. It just got worse during COVID, like more consistent, more pounds. I was already like irritated, like from everything. And so it got to the point where like we had to terminate our lease, and we just said, you know what, we're done with this. Like this is adding way too much stress to like the current situation.
Yeah. Did you have to pay to break your lease, or how'd that work?
Well, no, because we had a reason to. They were very understanding, thankfully, about what was going on, the whole situation. That was really nice. Plus, COVID really helped because now they know that a lot of people are going through a similar thing right now.
Yeah, it's even bad right now.
So it was
Like
really good.
A lot of people were like getting evictions, and
Yeah.
even so, like I thought evictions were off, right, Slick? Till the end of the year. Like I'm still hearing like people are getting evicted and stuff like that, and it like, even so, like it's really hard to get a court order nowadays. People don't understand that.
There was actually like during COVID when it was like going strong, there was I think it was like a law that they enacted just for like the COVID time that you can't like evict someone
Yeah,
like
you
for
know,
a while
it's
or
not.
something.
It's just that's what I've been fighting. Like
Yeah.
I've been like I said, I spent months on the
Right.
phone with a lot of people, like thousands and thousands of people, helping them, and you know, half of them were suicidal and suicide stories,
Yeah.
and not feeling well, and don't know what to do with their kids. They're losing their house. Is it worth living? You know, like I'm not. Like I think everybody's felt like that during this time. Like it's
Yeah.
everyone. Like even me, myself. You know, in the earlier days, like in the beginning of all this, because me, like you know me personally, I cannot imagine a world without music.
Yes.
Like that's me. Like that's my life. You take that away, I'm out.
Yeah.
And like that's where that's
Yeah.
where I picked up the production. That's where we're coming in, and we're gonna work with Freddie on the studio and stuff like that. You know, coming
Yeah.
up soon. You know, get back in the game.
Yeah.
Booking out for me it's been up and down because it's not like before COVID I was working 6-7 nights a week. Like it was
Right.
back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah,
Now
same.
it's just like I got you on a spot maybe here and there.
Yeah.
Except, for tonight, this is a whole different ball game. Now, I did pick up a new venue under my belt, Myers Lounge, Thursdays. We'll get more into that in a little bit, but it's even for me, that like it's been tough for me, and with the baby and everything, with Jess home, like I honestly don't even want the baby to go back to school.
Yeah, no, I
It was my
totally
choice to keep her
understand.
home, and Jess, I was like, Jess, you stay home, take care of the baby, kind of thing. And I feel that's the safest way. Like even though like we already passed the virus,
Yeah.
my whole house.
Yeah.
Like that was already done with from the beginning. Like I was severely sick already in January, and that I already knew. Like it makes sense.
You should get an antibody test.
I did.
You did?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
covered. I already have it. That's what I'm saying. We're
Okay,
straight.
Yes, I have it too, so that's good. We're on that team.
Yeah. Like even so, like I've still been out working.
Right.
I've Halloween night was insane. Like everybody was everywhere. Everywhere was together. Like, and if I would have gotten sick, I would have gotten sick already.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was sick prior to for before post COVID.
Right.
And
You might have been one of the first ones to
Yeah.
get it. I thought I was. That's what everyone has told me. But honestly, I've known people who were sick before
Yeah.
March.
I was sick around my birthday in January, and it started with my brother. My 16-year-old brother was severely sick, like dying.
Yeah.
He did not go to school for 3 weeks.
Wow.
That's how sick he was, like really bad. And then my girl got sick, the baby, and then me. We're all sick for like the same amount of time, but I would say about three weeks to a month. And it was really tough, like the way we were coughing, and it was. I could imagine. I'm remembering, and I'm just like, wow, it kind of sounds like the COVID symptoms of everything that we
Yeah.
had. So that's why I feel like we had it then. And like the month after, like I started seeing other people I know get sick. I had one friend
Right.
that passed away, and I don't in February, but I don't believe it was. I think it was probably COVID related at that point. If it really is.
It definitely could have
He was
been.
he was really sick the week before,
Yeah.
and getting worse and worse and worse, leading up to my own friend dying. Like I'm on number 7 right now.
Wow.
Like
During
number
this
7,
time?
yeah, during this time. People I've
Wow.
lost this year, including my grandfather. My uncle just passed away a week and a half ago.
Wow.
I don't know if it was COVID, but he was in Trinidad. It's been a ride. So
Yeah, I had a friend or two who also passed during this time. It actually wasn't COVID related, but I mean, maybe the situation.
Who even knows, because they were marking anything with COVID, this,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I get that, but like we really gotta know, and like I think this configuration of these numbers will come out later as they
Right.
figure it out. What's really
Right.
going on.
The truth will come out
There's
eventually.
There's 3 sides to every story: your side, my side, and the truth.
Yes, exactly. No, but going back to what you said earlier, I was dealing with this crazy neighbor, and after, I think it was like at the same time that I decided, okay, I'm leaving this apartment, I can't stand this anymore, was the same time when I said, okay, I've been through so much, I need to file unemployment now. Like
Yeah.
I've been applying to jobs just to, see if something comes up that I can do remote. Like even though
At
like now I know
home.
I'm getting better.
There was
from
one
COVID.
point in the beginning I was just like, okay. We're living off savings. Jessica's bringing in the money right now. Her employment, I didn't even have it. And I'm just like, I'm about to file and get a job at Amazon.
Yeah, no.
I tried.
Yeah.
I filled that thing out. Like, and you know,
Yeah.
I have 6 years of management experience.
Right,
Like, I'm overqualified. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even like. I have friends with master degrees who can't
Yeah.
even get a job right now.
Yeah.
Master degrees. Master degrees.
Everybody.
PhDs can't even get
Yeah.
a job right now. And that, you know, like, I don't believe in the whole piece of paper thing. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying don't go get it. I believe that you should do what you want to do in your life, you know, and everything. But on my end, that's it, you know, and that's where my qualification came in. I mean, look what I just did.
Yeah.
I did some, like, I always tell everybody, like, how did some geeky DJ from West Palm Beach, Florida, figure out the whole clause behind the unemployment case? You know,
If
like,
you
what was wrong?
have if you have the mindset, the determination, and you're responsible, you can do anything.
Yeah.
So if you have that and you have the piece of paper, like kudos, you know. If you have that and you don't have a piece of paper, kudos, like you know, you're in the same boat. But no, I decided to do unemployment, right? And so I filed for unemployment. And at the time, like I remember looking into it before that. And when I looked into it, everything was working. And I talked to Austin, my husband. And so I said, oh, let's do it, you know. And then he said, no, you know, there's people that are, you know, in different situations right now. We're okay. We can hang on. And then later when I tried to go back and do it, it was broken. So I was like, what is going on? So I knew you were helping out with unemployment, and I went on your page and stuff. And
It was
you had
hard to get. I had so many people on me. Like,
yeah,
it was
you know, you had
tough.
posted recently about how it was broken.
Yeah,
And so
you see,
I
I mean,
said-
you saw the live streams that we were doing,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So
I
I
was
was
like
like-
back to back live streaming like crazy.
Yeah. So I saw, okay, it wasn't just me. It's not just my case. Like, this is a
It's
huge.
everybody. It's across the board.
Exactly.
Like, there's so many different problems, and they're still not being solved.
Yeah.
And it's not right.
Yeah.
You know, like, if that's the case, then the politicians should give us their salaries. We're the
Yeah.
ones suffering down here. Even I. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'm not afraid to say it. I'm moving out my house tomorrow, and I didn't even get evicted. You know what I mean? I have a different circumstance, but
Yeah.
like the one thing I want to say, like, shed light on during this time is the stress.
Yes.
The stress is what will get you sick. The stress is what will make you lose your mind, and it's all about maintaining it. And a lot of people have trouble maintaining it because there's different ways that people cope with stress.
Yes.
You know, but the best exercise, literally, is breathing. That's how
Yeah.
you manage stress. You're stressing because you're not getting enough oxygen in your body. You know,
Yeah.
breathe it in, let it out. You know,
Yeah.
like I went through it. I got diagnosed with PTSD in August, like, you know, for my own
Yeah.
reasons, and you know, I got shingles, and I stressed myself out to get sick, you know,
That's
and then that was the
crazy.
point where I was like, okay, I need to tone back, you know, sometimes you
Right.
just gotta take a break and tone back, and lately I get no breaks. I haven't had
Yeah.
one day off yet. And like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, even I'm like, everybody, oh, he's in the club. No, I'm working. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's back to back to back, and it's a little bit tough. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm still answering calls, like, as I get them in and stuff, and like, if people just keep texting me and it keeps piling up, and that's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm in the process of developing a team on our side, you know, for what we're gonna do in our marketing and stuff, and going forward with my, you know, the unemployment stuff,
Yeah.
and
no.
then the record label. You know, there's a few projects under my belt. It's just taking the time to do it. You know, I was stressing. Oh, I gotta do it. No, relax.
Yeah.
It'll happen in time.
I will say about the stress, when I had COVID, it was like the most stressful I've ever been in my life. And I think I was driving myself crazy because, you know, the news and everything just, I didn't even have like cable TV at the time. So I was just on my phone.
Just on your phone?
Like, next
That's
thing
the
you know,
worst.
I'm getting alerts like, oh, you know, this many cases, this many people died.
Yeah.
This girl was your age and she's healthy and she's working out more than you are. And she was fine one day. She fell asleep and she woke up dead. Like, she never woke
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't believe the media guys too
Yeah.
much.
So
Just kind of like common sense.
Yeah, so I just kind of stopped, Austin kind of forced me to put the phone down. And honestly, ever since I put my phone down and stopped reading this stuff,
Everything's okay. It's
felt
you
so
don't want
much
to stress
better.
yourself out. Like, that's it.
yeah, it was like an internal cleanse. I felt so much better.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just like, I'm glad that I'm here, but I'm still like, it's scary to even think that we're in this world,
Right.
and kids have to go through this. Like we're the point I am at right now is the kids matter now.
Yeah.
Forget about us. We're adults.
Yeah.
We're grown. We can take care of ourselves. I gotta sleep in the dumpster when needs. I'll do it as long as my daughter has a roof over her head and everything's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is really gonna put an impact on their lives. It already
Right.
has.
Right.
Like I'm seeing her lose her mind. Like have no friends, can't go out, can't do this, can't do that. 'Cause
Yeah.
we've been keeping a precaution, and I think it's very important of their social life.
Yeah.
And I feel like if your kids like they really need you. Give them a hug, kiss them, be
Yeah.
there with them. They need that support too. We're stressing out, but think about what's really doing to them because they're the future of this whole thing.
Yeah. It was a really hard time for me, and when I reached out to Amit, like, he just helped me to, like, I was in the process of calming down, feeling better, getting better, and you helped me with the unemployment, and, like, you kept pushing me, like, don't give up, you got this.
Keep
Like,
going,
I
keep
found the
going.
solution.
Like
This is
I'll be
it.
like messaging you and talking to 50 other people at the same time. So
Yeah,
it's like sitting there
yeah.
like doing.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, hopefully we got some more fixing on it. Right now, it's kind of slowed down. I don't know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
And the stimulus bill, they keep playing with our emotions.
Yes.
They're
yes,
playing. They're playing
definitely.
heavy with everybody's emotions. But anyway, let's wrap it up. We'll go
Yeah.
ahead and shout out your links. Talk about yourself. Boom.
Yeah. So I went from playing with Amit.
No, I mean like we're getting ready to close out the segment. If you want to go ahead.
Okay,
and just
right. Okay.
Talk about yourself. Where to
I have
follow
so much
you.
to
This
say,
that.
but you could just follow me at DJ Prana, DEEJAY Prana, PRANA. My first name, it's on there. On Instagram, DJPrana.com, and just DM me, message me. I play at the Hard Rock at the in Hollywood at the guitar.
New one.
So that's pretty
Ooh.
cool. I can't wait for
Guitar.
them to open back up for entertainment. So I'm really excited about that. But I'm gonna be playing with Amit soon too. That's gonna be
Myers
really
Lounge.
awesome.
Let me get into that real quick. So guys, tonight, if you know where Clematis Street is, it is downtown West Palm Beach. I'm talking about 329B Clematis Street, Myers Lounge, the brand new upscale loungy feel of experience of a club. Like everything. Now, tonight we're doing $15 bottomless wine.
Ooh.
You pay $15 and drink as much wine as you want. What do you want? Pinot Noir, you want a little bit of Chardonnay, like whatever it is. On top of that, boom, you pay $25, and then you get Neapolitan pizza on top of it. And then birthdays, I have a special for anybody's birthday. If you come out your birthdays and you even just get one drink, I'll give you a pizza pie for all you and all your friends. So, and we're also doing personal fish bowls. Most fish bowls are like everybody shares it,
Yeah.
but now we actually developed a personal fish bowl where it's just for the person that really wants it at $25. It's really nice, upscale music, everything. I say come in, dress your best. 9 p.m. we're kicking off. You can come earlier. We open at 5, but
Yes.
I'll be there. If you guys want to come out, hang out, get a chance to actually come out, hang out, meet me. I'll be there tonight. I'll be hanging out with the Brooklyn Cafe TV crew, the whole Amp Media production. Slick will be there, Freddie, everybody. We're all gonna come in. We're rolling in on the red carpet tonight. Come check us out. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
So yeah, and also, guys, I really don't push this much, but I have my record label Instagram. I just started up. I'm gonna get Stars International _, and also follow me on Instagram at The Real Nightly. The real
one.
The real one. Love you guys. Peace out.
Deuces.
Why is the Connect system offline?
Oh my
The
God.
reemployment assistance website is
Bro,
currently
this
taking
again?
and processing claims.
I called like 7
Necessary
times.
So that you and other Floridians receive
Ah.
as possible.